Nigerians, we are inside soup, but we don't know. We still they just the gallivant now. We are inside. We don't dey inside soup. We just they do like this, like say nothing they happen. Few days ago, our president come out, stand, come talk say Nigeria economy is stable now. Say everything don't they go well. He come talk say he can beat his chest now and tell everybody that Nigeria no longer borrow.
Oh, not know. Today I'm standing before you. I can brag that Nigeria is not borrowing, it's dying from local bank.
That's we know they borrow again. No more borrowing. A few days ago, now he talk about. Now you know reach 2 days. Headline why see Nigeria won't go borrow another $1.75 billion. After I don't talk, say no the borrow again. So now for camera, another $1.75 billion, and the money where these people they borrow, I don't know. Wait till they want to use $1.75 billion do for Nigeria. Wait till be that where they want use them do. Once they borrow, we know they see where he go. We know they know anything where he go at all. $1.75 billion. After he don't talk, say Nigeria know they borrow again. It just be like a person where they talk say me and my ex nothing concern me and the girl. That boy, I cannot go back to him. For evening, now you and I'm there for cozy area. They hug. Now you can't explain to your friend. No, that it's not actually that bad. It's not actually that bad. I know what thing they use $1.75 billion do. Now the situation where we don't find ourselves, we know they borrow again. People get hope. One day they tell say okay, maybe they live on hope. At least we know they because this money now we go pay them. When they go divide this money, go tell us say we go pay. Who know whether they waiting they want they pay with this tax. Where then they put tax everywhere, everything now na tax. Very soon they go put tax for sun. If you work out too much for that, the sun, then go check you. The sun where you receive today don't too much. 5%. You go pay 5% tax. You stay for inside house too much. You go pay 5%. Tax everywhere. What thing you go do for the cities? We know the year. Not to just the borrow. If you borrow this one, borrow up and down. What do we do? What have we done? When I stop to the borrow now, if you talk say we know the borrow again, make it be true, make it be waiting it be. Now we know the borrow. Mamma mia.
I know you, many of you had to suffer the initial abuse and the fear. Where are we going? We know the direction that we should go. We are going up. No, those who may not know will not know. Today I'm standing before you. I can brag that Nigeria is not borrowing, it's dying from local bank. The revenue, we have met our target of revenue for the whole year. We met it in August. I've reviewed this morning. Non-oil. If non-oil revenue is going well, then we have no fear of whatever Trump is doing.
Economy is very key. And I look at this government, the administration says they are focused heavily on currency reforms and subsidy removal, which many say have worsened inflation and hardship for ordinary Nigerians. What alternative economic strategies would you pursue to stabilize the economy and protect the most vulnerable compared to the current government's approach should you become president?
So, I campaign on removal of subsidy. Remember. But I said, one, there's a corruption associated with the subsidy that you need to remove first. If you had removed it, that's why I said, yes, but it was done in a disorganized manner. So everything is about organization. There's a corruption associated with it that you need to remove first to know the actual subsidy and organize how you can gradually deal with whatever is remaining, and people must have to see the alternative. So when this government removed subsidy, do you know what they said? They said it's to stop borrowing to sustain it. But this government has borrowed more than government of Yaradua, Jonathan, Buhari put together. As at the time Buhari left, our debt was about 80 trillion. Today we're almost 180 trillion. Without anything to show for it.
Is it a crime to borrow as a government?
No. These are part of the laws I want to change. We must now make a law that all borrowing must be for investment. In critical areas of development, you don't borrow for consumption. Without that, you waste everybody's time. Saying I'm a businessman, there's nothing wrong in borrowing. If I borrow to build factory, it's different if you borrow to bury your father. Because your father is of no value. It's gone. It's just consumption. That's why I keep saying that I want to move this country from consumption to production.
For example, what would you borrow for if you were president?
So I'll borrow to finance education. I'll borrow to ensure that Nigerians have power. I can go on and on. There's so many things.
How long can it take you, for example, to fix Nigerian power situation?
So
you went to Egypt.
Thank you. So let me learn
from them.
That's it. It took Egypt 5 years. So we're not going to fix overnight. But remember what I said. Nobody expects 100% success. They want 100% effort. If development and what you do, governance, must be measurable. So if we decide, okay, we are now at 4,000. So we can decide, I'm only going to do
no more corruption.
All right.
Two things, and let me set this straight. There's nobody that wants Nigeria to grow quickly and do better. In fact, what I posit every time is that if we get leadership right, Nigeria should be a superpower in the next 20 years. And at least by that time, we should be able to do so much as regards increasing our GDP and doing a lot more. But the way we are going about it is what I have problems with. Okay, Ayo, for instance, yes, you said those reforms were necessary. Good. Yes. The president did not keep his part of the bargain before he announced those reforms, and that's why you have problems. The president claimed that a refinery will work before subsidies, when subsidies are gone. Today, the same president that said corruption is gone are the ones using EFCC to chase NNPC people about corruption of the $3 billion.